Hello everybody, this is Adrienne Torres with Ascension Soul Coaching. And so today we're going to do another reading on Meghan Markle. Now, if you all remember, back on April the 12th or the 13th, it was a Friday or Saturday, Kensington Palace or Buckingham Palace came out and said that Meghan and Harry were not going to announce the birth of the baby until they were ready. They wanted to get used to having the baby first. Well, I predicted, but not on camera, to my personal friends that I felt the baby was going to be born between the 10th and the 12th. So it was interesting that on the 12th or the 13th, I can't remember which day it was, they actually came out with that announcement. So today I'm going to do a reading and I'm going to see if the baby's born already. And I'm going to try to see if I can predict when it was born. We'll see. Today I'm going to use the inner child cards. They're pretty big. And we are going to see if Baby Sussex has been born. So, I haven't used these cards in a while. Huge. Alright, so we're going to see what's going on. I may just pick a couple cards. They're so huge. I really want to know. They have every right to do what they want to do with their baby. I just feel like there's a reason why they're doing it. It's really huge. Because you have like Diana and Fergie and Kate. They all came out after they had the baby and announced it to the world. That's what royalty does, right? But she does not want to do that. So it's kind of suspect, especially when people think she's already, she has a surrogate. So I don't know. Does it make it better for her? I don't think. And she's pissing off a lot of the, that's just a reading part, the media. But, we shall see. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. And I might just pull 3 that I want because they're so big. See what we have here. This one came upside down. This is the 6 of Swords. You can see that. They're huge. And then we have the this one's called the Guardian Angel, which is Temperance. Now these cards are reversed. This is the only one that's upright. And this one says it's the Guide of Crystals. Like Santa Claus. Okay, so God of Crystals is more like Pentacles, okay, and it's probably the King of Pentacles. So the 6 of Swords, of course, is swords, and it was upside down. 6 of Swords is typically moving away, taking your losses, taking your lessons, and moving away. And then, but it came out upside down, so it was reversed. So to me, it's more about not moving on, kind of staying in your place, maybe not learning a lesson. I'm sorry. Yeah. But in this picture, everybody, if it's right side up, everybody's happy and they're merry and they're celebrating something. Do you see that? But the card was reversed. So there's lessons they're not happy. I don't think they're happy. I think that they're trying to change the face of what's going on with their relationship and how they're seen in public. And so they're trying to take back their power, I believe. in their image, how they want it to be presented. And so if you're all not going to work with us, if you're not going to change, is what they're saying to the news media and the public who are upset with them, then we're not going to let you have access to us. We're going to keep our stuff inward. We're not going to allow you to come in under this new bundle of joy that we have. We're going to keep this to us. You know, this information, this experience that we're going through, we're going to keep it in to ourselves. And I think that's what this card is saying. And then we have, of course, temperance is upside down. Temperance is mostly about balance, right? And since it's upside down, I think that it's saying that they believe that the reason why they're keeping things to themselves and not sharing their joy with everyone else and their experiences with everybody else with this baby is because they feel that there's an unbalance in power. They don't feel they have any power, so they're going to take in the public, right? In the public, they don't have any control over their image, so they're going to take that back. Okay, and then we have the looks like the King of Pentacles right side up is yeah, they're in charge of their future. They're in charge of their home. They're in charge of their money, their wealth, their image. They're in charge of who they are. And I think that's what's happening right here. But because this is Santa Claus, I want you to see this. Santa Claus is like a special event, holiday, bearing gifts, Christmas tree, new life. You have the rabbit, the bunny back here. Doesn't really say that the baby's born. It's saying more of we're taken back. We're going to be in control of this special occasion in our life. This special occasion in our life. And not sharing it. Because there's imbalance of power going on right now. It's a struggle. And we don't feel like we have control. Everything's out of balance. Everything's out of whack. Our image is out of whack. How you see us, perceive us, or talking about us is out of whack. It's not in balance. It's not balanced. So this special occasion, special day, this special present, which is the baby. You see the rabbit, the gifts, Santa Claus. We're going to keep from the public. We're going to keep it from the public. And even in temperance, as you can see, there's children in this picture. Right? Okay. So the special occasion is going to be it's going to be hidden from the public and media. We're controlling this image and what's happening when this baby comes. The news that's coming forth is going to be controlled by us. And when we're ready to give it, when this baby's born. Okay. But as I said before, that's not telling us what day it was born. So I'm going to pull some other cards and see if I can get a better date of when this baby was born. This child was born. Children. I don't know if it's twins or if it's one. But let's just see if we can figure out when they were or it was born. And then we have a card. So the card that fell out was June 29th. Now we know that June is too far away from now for June 29th. If I look at the picture, this person is drowning. You see that? And the words on it is longevity, denial, and trust. In the bottom of it, it symbolizes Peter. Remember the story of Peter in the boat with Jesus, and he did not believe or trust he could walk on water. All right? So they're not trusting the public with the information that they have. They're feeling like they're drowning. They're feeling like this image thing is out of control. They don't trust the media. They don't trust the public with this information of their baby. They don't trust a whole lot of people, actually, to tell you the truth. And they're trying to protect their image, right? It says June 29th. To me, what is it now? Today is the 17th. I would tell you that even though this is June 29th, they're going to tell us before April 29th. I believe that the baby was born between the 10th and the 12th. But somewhere between now and the 29th, they'll let us know that the baby is born. This week coming up is Easter. It could be this weekend, but I think it may be the week after. I think she may want a good 2 weeks of having the baby, 2 to 3 weeks of having the baby, just her and Harry and the immediate family, so they can get used to the baby and getting her back to health, and having her publicists and the people around them help to rebuild the image before they come back out with the actual announcement of the birth. Say that's a long time. It is a long time, but that's what I'm getting. We'll throw one more card out and see what else it says about dates and timing and what else is going on. And I already got a card, and this says April 16th. I hope you can see that. It says April the 16th. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. Okay. So, also you see in here there are 3 people. So it may be the 16th. I said the 10th and the 12th is what I felt. I didn't pull cards on it. I was just feeling like the 10th and the 12th is when they would have the baby. But this baby, to me, is telling me it's going to be anywhere between the... They had it on the 16th. But they probably won't tell us about it until the 29th of April. Okay. This is also saying journey in belief. And utopia in the back. You see that? This is their journey. This is their life. This is their experience. And they believe that this is the right way to move forward in their life. And with all the people surrounding them, they help them out. And with their image, the new image they're trying to project, taking control of their image, protecting their baby, getting away from the scrutiny, creating this new image is what I'm trying to say, and owning it and controlling it, either through their Twitter account they just started, but there's other strategies going on behind the scene to help take control back over their life, their money, their money, their work, their events, their charities, their child. They're working really hard to take back ownership of who they are and how they're projecting themselves into society. So that's what my reading is on them. So you can look between the 16th, the date that they're going to say the baby was born, and somewhere by before the 29th, but around the 29th of April, they'll be telling us that the baby was born. So that's my reading on Miss Markle. Okay, I know that was a little long, but I hadn't used these cards in a while, and I haven't done a reading in a while, so I just wanted to make sure that I got all my ducks in a row. But that is my projections for that. Now, I told you all back about 2 weeks ago that Miss Wendy Williams was going to get a divorce. I did the side cards, and I projected that one of the cards came out with her leaving. Either she was going to leave the show, or she was getting a divorce, or both. Well, because of the baby. Evidently, she didn't leave the show, but we just were told that she made her husband quit, or she fired him from the show. But that same week that I made that projection, she also took off an extra week to say that there was a planned leave of absence. But it was planned because she was already planning on leaving her husband. She was just getting her ducks in a row. Eventually, she made her husband leave, and she actually is getting divorced. So that's pretty good. I was accurate on that. Cards don't lie, people. And then the thing with Michael Jackson, I said weeks ago that we needed to use our wisdom, and I'll put the link down below in this particular video to show you the 2 links where I actually did these predictions, that we needed to use our wisdom to and read the facts about Michael Jackson and the two guys who were accusing him of sexual molestation. And it came out that these guys are lying. These guys have so many holes in their story. And like I said before, a lot of people either didn't pay a lot of attention to the stories. They just heard Michael Jackson plays around with kids, or Michael Jackson sexually abused children, and that's all they ever knew other than this music. But people really didn't put the time in to understand what actually happened to him. He was exonerated in the 2005 trial. His insurance company paid off the Chandler guy back in 1993. And there were so many discrepancies. I didn't watch the whole video, documentary, mockumentary, Leaving Neverland. Don't want to see the whole thing. It's just made me sick to my stomach to think that people would do that to him. People who stood up for him in court, especially Rob, and said that nothing ever happened. And now he's had 2 mental breakdowns because he's financially broke, and that he would go and turn against Michael. I guess because they feel as though, well, Michael's not here, who are we going to hurt? But I will tell you this: I read on print on Paris Jackson, when everybody was saying that she should come out and say that something in defense of her father, and she said that no, it's not my job to defend my father. And I said back in the prediction, and I'll put that link in the bottom, that says that there was a new strategy they were working with her, because one, she was kind of fragile, and two, they already sent out Brandy and Taj Jackson to go mitigate some of these stories that was out there on their uncle, unfortunately. And they did a really good job. But what we've heard today is that the state is helping the 3 kids, Blanket and Prince and Paris, to see how they can sue Rob and James Safechuck for fraud and mental distress and misinformation. So we're going to keep a lookout on that. I told you all that there was a different strategy. They're going through looking at not only where they've lied, if they've gotten paid, because they said they didn't get paid for the documentary, but did they get paid any other way? And they're also looking into Rob's charities he set up for sexual abuse victims. So they are going after these guys big time. And I just knew, I read these cards and they tell me, that's what I want to do. I want to tell you all about these cards. These cards are so awesome. For me, they help me scan the environment. I ask the cards questions, or I ask a question, and I listen to my spirit about things I'll be hearing about, things coming to me, or I'm going to hear about either the news or someone telling me, and I usually get them right with the cards. But psychologically, when I do coaching, I ask the same thing. I have my client ask the question, and then I listen to the environment of what the client will be hearing or experiencing in the near future with other people or just in life's events, and help them see what's in their horizon, so they can give them options and choices, because they do still have free will. We all have free will. So the cards just give you a kind of a overview of something you may be hearing or seeing or experiencing in the future. These cards are also great for relationship coaching. Sometimes people can't get out the words that they're feeling. They don't want it either. They can't get it out, or they don't know how to express it, or they've never tapped down that deep inside of them to be able to accurately and articulate or accurately verbalize what they're feeling and what they need out of a relationship. So we use cards in a lot of different forms. Tarot cards, oracle cards are not just for spiritual based work. It is for psychological and consciousness work as well. So with that is the reading for today on Miss Markle and her baby, and we'll see what day that baby was born. And I'm telling you, it's probably the 16th. And we'll know by the 29th. So, sure, tomorrow we'll have something else to talk about, and I'll see you then. Bye.